Back on Radio Row at the Super Bowl, Fantasy Football Happy Hour, Lawrence Jackson, Matthew Berry, with Fantasy Football royalty, Deebo Samuel, longtime friend of the show. You've been on the show many, many times.
Yes, sir.
And you brought a musical legend with you.
Yeah.
Seal is here as well. Congratulations. I know, Seal, you've got a Super Bowl commercial debuting, Mountain Dew. I want to get into that in a little bit. But, Deebo, let's start with you. Obviously not the season the Niners were hoping, but is there a positive that you can take away from last year?
Just the fact that, we continue to go out there and fight every day. Due to injuries, you can say they played a part, but at the end of the day, you still got to find ways to win those games. But overall, the team never broke apart. And we look forward to attacking this offseason as hard as we can.
And with that being said, how consistently y'all have been in the mix as Super Bowl contenders, how do y'all get back to that point?
We just got to do what we did to get us there in the first place. I think this is my first year not making the playoffs.
Right.
In 2020, COVID year hit. Damn near our whole team was hurt, so we really didn't count that too much. But this first year not making it, it was kind of eye-opening to me, and was like, this is not a good feeling. Right. I don't like starting off season early, just watching all the playoff games when you one of the teams that's always in it.
Exactly.
Seal, you've had such a long and illustrious career. Storied career. I like that better. Storied career. Deebo in the middle of a storied career. I'm still working on it. But one of the things you have done that maybe people may not know is that you were a judge for The Voice in Australia. We're an NBC show. The Voice is an NBC show as well. So what's the key to being a good judge?
I considered myself more of a coach than a judge. I think you have to have a passion for it. You have to have a talent for it. You have to have the ability to empower people rather than trying to do their job for them. You basically have to be able to bring out the greatness in people and help them recognize that. But before we get into that, I got to say, man, I've been a fan of this guy since he was a Gamecock, right? I'm at Carolina. That breakout season that you had at 2016, I think it was.
Sir.
Yeah.
12 touchdowns overall, 6 rushing, 6 receiving.
He knows what's up.
780 odd yards total. You're amazing, and I'm a huge 49er fan.
Appreciate you.
So nothing better than
yes, sir.
Mountain Dew at the Super Bowl and standing next to this legend.
Oh, there's no question. That year in South Carolina, you were like, oh, he's different.
Oh,
he's different.
And we can't leave out the return yards too.
Come on now,
you did that. And you're starting to do it now.
Yeah, I tied the record at South Carolina with most kick returns.
Yeah. So, Seal, I actually was going to ask you who your favorite team was, and you just told us
How you not know this, though?
No, you not?
How long have you been a 49ers fan?
Well, when I first came to America, I became friends with the DeBartolos. They were fans, and so I used to go up and watch the games when it was still Candlestick. I used to go up and watch the games from the 50. Then I became real good friends with Steve Young, my dear friend and legend, and I've been a fan ever since. But it's really easy to be a fan these days because you get to watch greatness every year.
And by the way, you've seen some great teams over the years. If you got in back there when it was Candlestick and Steve, you've seen some great teams over the years of the 49ers. All right, I want to go back to the judging, though, because my co-host Lawrence Jackson here said he wants to sing Fly Like an Eagle for you and have you judge it on a scale of 1 to 10.
Don't hurt yourself now.
I know. I won't do this.
What
go ahead.
I'm finna risk Fly Like an Eagle. You seen Space Jam, right?
For sure. Go ahead. Let me
Fly Like an Eagle.
Shoot your shot.
Hey, let me see if I got a career in this and not just football. I wanna fly like an eagle.
Don't hurt yourself now.
To the sea. Fly like an eagle. Let the spirit carry me. I wanna fly.
Easy.
Fly right into the future.
I wanna feed the baby.
All right. Hey, I ain't seen this.
Scale of 1 to 10, Seal. What are we talking about here?
Don't hurt yourself.
Right.
I just hurt myself.
Ask me one on football. Ask me another question.
Dang, Seal, you're going to do me like that.
No. I'm not going to do you like that.
Oh, so it's an 8. Okay, he said it's
an 8.
It's
all about the effort. It's all about effort. It's all about effort.
Well, listen, Seal's talked about how much he likes being coached. There's a lot to coach there. You've got to. He'd have his work cut out.
It's in there. We can bring it out.
Well, we appreciate that. This is why Seal is universally beloved, because you are kind.
Yeah.
Because you are kind and generous. Deebo, let's talk about the Niners here for a second. What do you make of this offense going into next year? Because I think while obviously the season didn't go the way you wanted it to, and there were so many injuries, I think if there's a benefit to that, it's that we got to see Juwan Jennings get more run. We got to see Ricky Pearsall get more run. We saw Jordan Mason. There were a lot of guys that hadn't gotten opportunities previously that suddenly kind of burst on the scene. Talk to me a little bit about how you're expecting the Niners offense to look next year.
It's all about, with the young guys that come in, you try to build them into Cal's offense with, how that goes. But I think Jacob Cowell and Ricky Pearsall did an amazing job with all the opportunities they had with Jacob in the return game. Did an outstanding job and took advantage of every opportunity that he had coming in and play receiver. And the situation that Ricky dealt with and being able to come back from that and be able to show a lot of glimpse of what he's capable of and the things that he's going to be able to do in his league. And I tell him every day, bro, you got the ability to be one of the best, because I see how you prepare, I see how you approach the game.
Yeah, that's what's up. So, Deebo, a lot of, you wore the A.J. Brown jersey this week. Obviously, that mean y'all cool, right? I don't care about they should be bad. It's like, whatever, right?
For sure.
What's you and A.J. Brown relationship and friendship like?
Man, so me and AJ friendship started back when he was at Ole Miss and I was at South Carolina. We played against each other, and we trained together for the combine, and ever since then, we just been locked in. So, talk probably twice a week.
Yeah,
and
so
it's just been a relationship that we done built on for sure.
Yeah.
So I know you're rooting for the Eagles to win. Who do you think wins?
I'm rooting for AJ and Saquon.
Fair enough. You think they win? Do you think they bring it home?
I think they win.
Seal, who you got?
Well, who have I got? Listen, all right. I think it's going to come down to two things in the big game. Obviously, it's just one game. It's the Super Bowl, so anything can happen, right? But historically, it's going to come down to two things. It's going to come down to your best players being great in the big moment, and it's going to come down to coaching. So I'm going to ask you a question. If you had to put the house on it, if your lives depended on it, who do you go with? Who do you go with to make that coaching decision in the moment, right? And who do you go with to be great in that moment?
Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid. I'm picking the Chiefs.
Who I want and who I believe is gonna win are two different things.
Indeed.
Yeah, in his career, Andy Reid, when he's had more than 1 week to prepare, has only lost once in the Mahomes era in the playoffs, and that was to Tom Brady. We love Jalen Hurts here. He's not Tom Brady yet. But we'll see. It's going to be a great game here. One of the things that will happen during the game is we are going to see your Super Bowl spot for Mountain Dew. Seal, talk to me a little bit about your partnership with Mountain Dew and how this commercial came about.
Well, it was just natural. Nothing better than Mountain Dew and the Super Bowl. It's historical, the presence that they've had here over the years. They came to me with this idea. And it was funny. It was an opportunity to bring humor to people. Yes, of course, I'm a recording artist, but at the very core of it, I'm an entertainer, and I think that quite often us, musicians, artists, we tend to forget that. But it is really about entertainment, and if you can make people laugh and put a smile on people's face, as the people at Mountain Dew Baja Blast did with this concept and this commercial, I jumped on it.
Yeah, I saw it. It debuted on the Today Show. I saw the commercial. I literally laughed out loud.
Well,
the first
my
time
kids they laughed out loud. My daughter called me up and she just said, "Dad, she couldn't believe it, but she was laughing. That's when I knew I was cool.
It's really funny. I won't ruin it for you, but definitely check out Seal in the Super Bowl spot. We appreciate both you and Deebo being here on behalf of Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Hope you guys have a great week. Continued success to both you guys. Hope you guys have a blast as well. Thank you, Deebo and Seal. Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and Rotorworld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto-World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.